Hey guys, Brainfreeze Laser here. I've been getting this question a lot lately, so I'm going to answer it with a video. Basically, I've been asked, how do I make my backgrounds? How do I make the effects for my videos, and etc. and stuff like that. So basically, I'm going to start really simply with saying, as I've stated before, I use Photoshop CS5, and basically, I use what I do is I go in and take a card that I want to use for a video or an effect or whatever, and then I render what it's called is rendering it out. So basically, I'm going to use Yugioh since he's round. He's really simple to do, and this will be a nice example of how to do that. And this is the first step in making your own effects and stuff. You can find renders online that are already made. There's a lot of nice sites and places like that. I think I'm going to start putting mine up too for free, basically in zip files on my videos, just so that they're out there. I think if people when people put watermarks on theirs, I think it's kind of like tacky because you didn't draw that. All you did was render it. You know, anybody can really do that, I guess. So, okay. So basically, when you bring in a file, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go File, Place, and I named this Thumbs Tutorial or Thumbs Tut. And basically, here's Yugioh. He's already in there. And you bring him in, and then when you bring him in, it's kind of locked. There's this little picture right here. This little icon is a black and white icon. That kind of just means you can't really do anything to that. You know, whatever, it needs to be processed or rasterized. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right-click it, and I'm going to rasterize the layer. And now I can do whatever I want to it. You can draw on it. You can do whatever. So basically, the next step you do is you take the pen tool over here. This is a pen tool, and then you come. I like to zoom in, so what I'm going to do is hold Alt and scroll with my mouse. But you can also use the magnifying glass right here and scroll in. Then I'm going to get it real close so I can see where the line is. And then I'm going to click, and that adds a point, an anchor. And then I'm going to click over here, and that adds another anchor, but I'm going to hold it when I click. And then now I can drag and kind of round it out. I want to line it up real close. And then the next part you do is you click on the last anchor that you put down. With Alt, sorry, you hold Alt and you click on the last anchor, and it takes away that thing. So I'm going to go back and show you what happens if you don't do that. So, oh, look at that. See how it's all curvy and weird? Okay, so we don't want that. So you hold Alt and you click on it, and it takes it away, and it makes it to where you can manipulate it like you just did the last one. So that's what you want to do. You want to do that. And if you feel like your line isn't straight enough, you can hold Control and then play with this, and it'll let you bend it around too. And that's basically it. You just go through, zoom in so you can see like the lines and everything. You get in there, you get as close as you possibly can, and you just cut out, or not cut out, but just make the dots, the anchor points, and you just get them real close. Keep on doing the same thing. Make sure you're real close, and and that's basically the gist of it for rendering out cards. Now this is a real simple one, obviously. He's just a round shape. No real crazy intricate parts. Some cards have wings that aren't complete, and just different stuff that get in the way, or things that you can kind of just get rid of. And I'll talk about those later, but basically you're gonna have to decide whether or not you want to keep them in or what you want to do to them. Okay, so now that he's done, you go over here to Paths, and it shows your path right here. Then you go to this little dotted line down here. It says Lead Path as selected, and it creates this selection little parameter. And so now what you can do is you could either, what I like to do is just Control J, which makes a copy of it. So let's get rid of that. There he is. Yugioh is nice and rendered out. He's all, doesn't have his background anymore. I'm going to hide that for now. That's what this does. This little eyeball right here just hides. It makes the layer visible. I'm going to go ahead and actually make fit screen. And then, and so the other way you could do it is by using the quick selection tool, which I really don't like to use just because it's kind of sloppy. But you go right here and you just come through and come around, and as you see, it selected a lot of the white part, and so you got to Control Alt. I mean, you have to hold Alt and then drag over the parts you don't want to get rid of, and that's the faster way of doing it, but you're still gonna have to go in and clean up. So I'll show you what I mean. So now let's Control J, make another copy. Oh, sorry, I forgot that does the outside. So what that does is it selects all of the outside. So I guess you would want to well, just for this tutorial, I'll just show you how to do it this way. Image, you go select inverse, and now the selection is inverse. So now it selects him instead. And so you Control J, there you go. And see, so now you have like a lot of little stuff that you have to delete. So I like the pen tool like a lot better. So I'm just gonna delete that. And there's that way. But you could also I'm gonna make a copy of this just to show you some stuff. So let's just do that again. And this time I'm gonna show you what I was trying to say. So basically you go through and you kind of clean it up again. You clean it up here. Okay, so now you have it selected again, and then what you can basically just delete it. So you can either go to here and edit, and then you clear, or you can just hold Control and then press X, and it does the same thing. As you can see, there's like little extra stuff that you want to get rid of. So that's just a sloppy way of doing it. Basically, I like the pin way, the anchor way the most, just because it's the most accurate, basically. And so now that's basically it. So you have your little render here, and you can resize it, make him bigger, whatever, mess with his shape and everything, change his color, all that fun stuff. And that's the first step. You just use the anchor tool or whatever method you prefer to get rid of the background, and then you have a nice little render. So I'll put those next to each other so you can see the difference. And so there you go. And so here's Go with his background, and Go as a render. And so now I have a Go render. Not that I would really use that for anything that I can think of right off the bat, but that's just an easy example. And it's basically, it gets more difficult with, obviously more intricate little things like, sharp edges or wings or whatever, a card may or may not have. So that's basically it. And when you do save your file, you want to go over here, File, Save As, name it, and then put it into whatever folder you wanted to put it on, or the desktop, or wherever it's easy for you to find it. So you name it Go, or whatever. And then, okay, so this already exists basically, but you want to save it as PNG, because if you save it as a JPEG, it gives it a white background, so you're gonna have to remove that white background somehow. So if you're using a video editing software of some sort, you're gonna have to chroma key the white part out, or whatever. So when you save it as PNG, it makes a transparent background. It makes it transparent. If you found this helpful and you like this video, hit the like and subscribe button to see when I put out new videos, and thanks for watching.